I'm a big deal, darling. Big news. Extra, extra, read all about me. Front page. This Justin bitch is mad. I must be in my bag. Relaxing as I stare. Plot scheme, then I attack. Ooh, better talk nice if you're talking to me. It's F you pay me cause I'm something to see. Meditation.
Oh, yeah. It's 8 o'clock. You know what time it is.
If I'm glowing, don't disturb me, please. I'm setting vibes, I'm setting energy. They only mad because they could not reach
Miss Cleo.
This frequency, yeah. This sauce, babe, they want it. This drip, babe, they own it. They copy, so corny.
We got a good one for you tonight. Oh, yeah, and the poets are coming in the building.
Oh, excuse me, am I late?
Yeah, we getting ready to get it crunk tonight.
Don't you know that this my stage?
Let me turn my brim up.
I let them know that this my place. And not devour at the high rate. I'm a savage, I'm a pirate. A big boss, big magnate. Oh, ain't without the talking, unless we're talking blue face. No Harvard dance, won't catch me round no two-face. Heard I act like a man, I shrug my shoulders.
I see you, Boogaloo.
I wouldn't be a boss if I'm stumbling off what you say. I know how it daunts an alpha woman flexing pussy. Instead of trying to tear me down, celebrate me, hip hip hooray. Really can't ignore me, baby, cause I'm too great. Why they sleeping on me? Price goes up, I'm at a new rate. This sauce, babe, they want.
I'm about to get the artists in here in a minute. We're just letting the room cool down. It's about to get hot up in here. I want to thank everybody in advance that's tuning in.
Yeah.
Karina, I see you.
Talking, do call my line with the Ray Ray rah rah. Said, don't, listen.
Y'all might want to get your cameras out. Screenshot or something. If you don't catch the show, the playback will be on YouTube. Lefty, I see you. I needed you here. Y'all about ready to get this thing going. Once again, I do not own the rights to this music.
A good evening. Do not attempt to adjust your radio.
There is nothing wrong.
We have taken control as to bring you this special show. We will return it to you as soon as you are grooved.
Rakim, talk to him.
It's been a long time.
I shouldn't have left y'all
without a strong rhyme to step to.
Think of how many weak shows you slept through. Time's up. I'm sorry I kept you.
Hey, what's going on, y'all? It's Pops. I just wanted to pop
I got a good feeling.
Real quick. Hey, play on words. Pops and Pops Gems. You know, coming up, we got Pops Perspective.
Let us tell you what it is, tell you what it ain't. Giving you the real, we'll never do the fake. Life is a gift, but sometimes we need guidance. Pops Perspective, always perfect timing. Call that alignment.
Yeah.
He gon' drop them gems.
Pops Gems.
You know he really him. It's something about his confidence to let you know we hadn't seen.
You don't want to miss. Don't meet me there. Beat me there. Pops Perspective, Monday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Peace.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, dudettes, poets and poetess, if that's a word, we here. Yes, sir. We skipped last week. Had to get our mind right, boy, but Pops got a show for y'all tonight. Before we get started, as always, we got to give homage. We first and foremost want to thank God, who without him none of this would be possible. He is the head of my life, and I thank him for everything that he allows me to do, and I pray his blessing on everything that we encounter and everything that we set forth, that minds would be changed and lives would be overturned. So definitely giving a shout out to him. Exotic Pops, yeah, in the building. Shout out to Exotic Pops, my man Lefty _Global and Notorious True. They out there. Definitely want to go visit them. They Poppin' Snacks, 4119 South Orange Blossom Trail for all you Floridians. And then, of course, the Shanti out in Mount Dora is at 4400 County Road, 19A. And then they got another store at 5311 East Colonial Drive. So they're everywhere. So you can't say you didn't know. Now you know, and knowing is half the battle. G.I. Joe. Yes. Later on in the evening, he'll be joining. We got the one and only All Seasons, Create the Panic, with his Panic apparel. We got some special stuff for y'all tonight. Also, want to give out a shout to Blackheart. Karina, she's in the building. She's also with her clothing apparel, and we'll bring them on a little later because we got a giveaway. So stay tuned to the end. It gets better. It gets, what they say, it gets greater later. Excuse me. But nevertheless, tonight, now that we hear, oh, wait, I can't, hold on. Two things I forgot. Most important, I'm getting so excited. Number one, am I my brother's keeper? Let me sidebar with this, and if we got to take a little extra time, we will. In this season, I kind of hate this season, but I love this season. The reason that I don't like this season is because there's so many people that get so depressed. They get so stressed out over what they can and cannot do from the materialistic side of things. And, they even go to the point of, they say the suicide rate is higher during these holiday seasons. So I definitely don't like that because if nothing else, this is supposed to be a time that families come together and share the love. It's not about gifts. There was only one gift really given. You'll catch that on the way home. But it's about families coming together and loving on one another. And we at the end of 2024, we getting ready to do 2025. And Pops, this me, from my heart, I encourage you, I beckon you, I beseech you, I implore you, I almost challenge you to tell the people that you love them. Do it in word, in mind, and in deed. Show them that you love them because life is too short. I keep telling y'all, everybody got an expiration date. And you never know when that number's going to come up. And I'm sorry, but dead people can't smell flowers. Let me just hit it hard. And so give people their flowers while they yet live. I know that sounds a little biblical, but you have to do it. You ought to do it. You should be. I shouldn't have to pump and prime people to do that because everybody loves to be loved or should be. Everybody in their right mind. And they need a kind word. And you don't know. You might be the difference between somebody being depressed and being happy if you just tell them you love them. A kind hug, a warm smile, just an act of gratitude. There's a lot of people in the chat. I don't want to start naming names because I get in trouble, but there's a lot of people in the chat that I associate with that have that kind of warmth and they have that kind of mentality. It's a love for mankind. That's when you look beyond color and you look into the soul of a person. And everybody needs to be fed. I'm not preaching. I'm just talking. Nevertheless, by the decibel, I see you. Glad you joined here. And then, of course, to you, all of my gemologists that have followed, don't forget, get your Pops Gems pen. I got a handful of them left. Get them while they last. We're coming out with something for 2025. Stay tuned. But nevertheless, for all of my gemologists, I want to thank you. You thought it not robbery. You took time set aside to come and tune into the show. You could have been doing anything, anywhere with anybody, but you decided to give your time to Pop, so we definitely appreciate you for that. And then last but not least, am I my brother's keeper? And, of course, this is where, somebody's been on your mind all day. Somebody, somewhere has been on your mind all day, and, you didn't get a chance to reach out to them. So when I do my brother's keeper, this is an opportunity just for 10 seconds. I'm not going to take much of your time, but just 10 seconds, I want you to think about that one somebody. and I want you to send them positive vibes. And whoever your higher power is, whatever you do, positive vibes are positive vibes. And so that whatever it is that they're going through or whatever it is that touches your mind and your heart, that they would be the recipient in a spiritual plateau and receive these good vibes. Are you with me? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Thank you. All right. And all you people in the chat, listen. Tonight is prolific poetry. And I thought about this, and I reached out to a friend of mine, and I said, you know what? I wanna have a spoken word. And so last week we kind of took off to get our minds right, get ready for the up and coming new year, and how they're gonna have it in the middle of the week. But anyway, we got some great things coming up for you. But tonight, I have been blessed. I have been honored. I have been favored to bring 4 of the best of the best. I'm gonna say that I've heard 2 of them, but I'm gonna say the best of the best poets. They're gonna come on. They're gonna share their work with you. If you vibe with them, you vibe with them. If you don't, stay tuned. We'll bring somebody else. But nevertheless, I want to get started, of course, with them. And Pops even got a little something that he gonna throw out there. I don't know if I should do it before. I guess I should do it before. So because after y'all hear them, you're not even gonna hear. You're not even gonna hear what Pops got coming in. But nevertheless, 4 people now. As I bring them in, I'm not gonna introduce them. I'm gonna let them introduce themselves. It's a poor frog that don't praise his own pond or pad, as they say. So I'm gonna bring them in. I believe there's 2 of them. Pyro. Okay, so CJ, send me a request to come in, and then who else? Y'all making me. Okay, here we go. CJ, send me a request. I got Pyro. Let me get him. And we have hold on. There he is. All right, there's one. And CJ, if I put my glasses on, but he looked like he looked like he ready to go into a heavyweight fight. Man, give me him. Ring the bell, just ring the bell. I'm ready to ring the bell. All right, let me see what we got. Pyro and Shay Wright. Shay, if you in the building, I need you to send me a request. For those of you coming in, I'm trying to keep up with the waves. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Who else? Where is? Okay, I got 2 more. Oh, here we go. Okay, so we got CJ coming in, Pyro's in, all right, and then who else we got coming in the building? Let's bring Steely. All right, there we go. Hey. One more again. Y'all listen. Y'all need to pull out your cameras, like they say. When you there, take out your cameras and your recorders, because Pops done tapped into a wealth of. It's a pandemic of poetry. Let me say it that way. And we even talked about that, didn't we? That we was gonna do pandemic poetry 2025. We're gonna infect some folk with poetry. We're gonna get them sick with poetry. Yeah. Somebody said, "Smile, Pyro." He don't smile. He getting ready for the fight. Let him get in his zone. Let him get his mode together. All right.
Hi, CJ.
Hey, y'all.
Let me do this.
Hey,
Yo. Thank you. I got 3. There is 4. And so what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna rotate out, but that's okay. Each artist, I call them artists, is gonna have two spoken words, 2. They'll be able to give 2, so they'll introduce themselves. They'll give 1, and then they'll come back and do another, and we're going to do it in rotation. So what I want to do is, okay, Shay, I see you in there. Shay, stay on the back burner. Keep the fire going. We're going to bring you in. So what I want to do, ladies first, of course, basically I want you to introduce yourself, tell them a little bit about you, okay, and then we'll get Pyro to do the same thing, and then we're just going to open up the floodgates, and whatever order, whatever you want to do, whatever you want to go. I'm not constricted to time, but I do want each poet to give at least 2 renditions of their work, and then we'll bless the people in that format. And then, like I said, at the end of the show, we have a special giveaway by All Seasons Apparel. They're going to be giving away a shirt, and artists are included. Artists are included, and then Karina, which is from Blackheart, I'm gonna bring them 2 in, and Blackheart has a apparel clothing line, and they're gonna talk about their own clothing line. I let people build their own platform. That way, I don't hype them up too much or too little. You see what I'm saying? You what they say, pour your own poison. I remember that from somewhere. Anyway, all right, ladies, introduce yourselves. Tell the people a little bit about you, and CJ, we'll kick it off with you, and then
Seriously?
yeah, because last time you went last.
I could have
I ain't
sworn
gonna tell
I
them
went
that
first.
you.
It's
I ain't gonna tell
fine.
you. I ain't gonna tell them that you was the ghostwriter for Pyro though. I ain't gonna say that.
Well,
I ain't
shoot,
gonna
if you
mention
wasn't
none of
going
that.
to say it, he was.
All right, ladies and
But
gentlemen,
yeah,
here we
I'll
go.
start.
Let's do it.
So I'm Sia J. My handle on Instagram is Sia J the Poet. I've been doing poetry since I was a little girl. I picked up spoken word in like 2009, 2010, and I've been in love with it ever since. And I'm here to just share my gifts with the world and help other poets and writers out here recognize and realize their own art and their own passion.
And
So
how long? How
I'm
long have
happy
you
to
been
be
doing
here.
this?
Thanks for
Since
having
when? Oh, you're welcome. How long have you? You said you've been doing this. How long
me.
officially?
Since I was little, officially, since 2010, 2009, 2010.
Okay, okay. And y'all remember these questions. What is it that drew you? What was it that drew you to poetry?
Initially, um, I don't know, learning it in school, it was really interesting how you can create visuals with your words. And so I've always taken a liking to it. But then I watched Love Jones and I saw what spoken word was. And I was like, wait a minute, I want to do that.
Yeah, that's my movie.
So that's how it got started. But what really drove me in the beginning was my pain. I write a lot about what I experience and what happens to me in real life. And it's been a really freeing way for me to kind of release the negative energy and work my
Okay.
way through some things that I can't otherwise work it through. So it's, I don't know, it's healing for me. And that's
Um,
where I stand with it now. It's healing.
y'all hit that heart button. Give CJ some love. Welcome her to the show.
I
Come on
appreciate
now. I should see
it.
hearts and 100s and fires flaming. You ain't come up in here to see me. I know. All right. And next, Miss Young Lady. Pyro going last because, we got to.
Oh, Lord. This young lady is crazy. Before I introduce myself, I feel like I have the context of someone who should have been on an island, has been crying half the day because of a ferry error and being left by the bus. So I'm going to show up how I can show up as someone who just got her Christmas ruined. Um, and like $600+ later, I'll show up how I'm gonna show up.
Wow.
And I apologize because usually I would be like fully presented and like I would have done the whole thing, the big shabam, like Twin M knows. We like to show out. Cali girls like to dress up and have fun and stuff. Like I had a whole idea, but that's not happening. My name is Sarah Audrey. My profile is Steezy Files. Steez in Cali is style plus ease. So I am primarily a poet, but I'm also an entrepreneur. And and I found everything online poetry wise. I want to start there through CJ actually on Threads. And it started as a poetry challenge to myself, even though I've been performing locally for 8 to 10 years with spoken word. I haven't gone online to find community because I thought it would take me years to become published or years to go from performer to like author. So I was looking for online community and I found that through CJ. Just want to give CJ her flowers right now because, I feel like most of us in this group might be from her group. So if you're interested in online poetry, like she has a calling to what she's doing with us and the space that she is making. I'm going to keep it short and I have already kept it long. But yeah, so that's just who I am. I'm a stylist and also a poet, and words came to me similar to CJ as a form of release. I just look at it as cathartic, and when I put my words on paper, it comes out way better than I could say them face to face. I feel like there's something about the like pen to paper, there's something about the oration. I don't know, there's a love language in that. So yeah, I'm gonna say my poetry, and I'm sorry, I'm gonna keep it as within time as I can. The first one I wrote earlier this year, September of 2024. CJ has heard it. It's called Dating While Lost in Translation.
Okay. Well,
Um,
let me say this because I'm definitely one to speak on a more serious note. Um, Whatever the reason that what happened to you happened, you have to look at the good. And I know that sounds real cliche, but one day you'll understand why what happened happened. Okay, and it's 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 hard to accept because of where you want it to be, but without sounding too biblical, you're where God wanted you to be. And so, sometimes we don't understand things when they happen to us and we feel some kind of way, but later on, it comes with clarity. I am humbled for you to be here in spite of what happened. I'll say that because anybody else or other people may have thought to back out but you step forward. So I send you energy, and after the show, I want to talk with you because I'm gonna bless you for what it's worth, okay, and help you get back on your feet in as far as your trip and your money and things of that nature. Pops is just that kind of guy, okay, and that's nothing. I'm not doing it for fame, or what does it say, for fame or fortune, but I'm doing that because I'm led to do what I do. I do as I'm led to do. And so I definitely super humbled that you, in spite of what happened, you still saw fit to come on the show. So I strengthen you. I send all that energy to you that you may be fortified even in this. And even though you may not understand it, one day you'll see clearly and you'll say, oh, okay, that's what happened. All right. And so, like I said, after the show, I just want you to put your number. Give me your number, and I'm gonna do something for you. Okay, it's not 600, but I just wanted to make you laugh. Okay, so that being said, moving forward, this gentleman right here to my left, it is your turn to bless the mic. Introduce yourself. Tell the people a little bit about you.
Um, Before I introduce myself, I want to say to you, Sarah, I love you. I'm here for you. Um, you're not by yourself in this, and God is gonna open up doors for you that no man can shut because you have kept His word and not denied His name. So just know you are not by yourself in this, and if you need support, someone to talk to, I'm always available for you. Um,
Yeah.
I need to say that real quick before I introduce myself. I am Pyro. Hi CJ. Um, I'm Pyro. I am from New Britain, Connecticut. And yes, it's a real place. on the face of the earth. I don't know why they came up with a state called Connecticut. I just live here. But I'm going to be moving soon. So, yeah. I'm also a fashion designer, living testimony, coming out March 2025. I am one fourth of the conglomeration of the Poetry Clique, which is a dope poetry group chat that we've connected a lot of poets where they get writing prompts from. I am releasing a special book called Mask On, Mask Off, which is all of my bars. I'm going to drop that hopefully, if it's not New Year's, probably on Valentine's Day, because I could do that, you know. And yeah, CJ's my ghostwriter. All right, that's my introduction. Bye.
All right. Those who know me know I am. Steezy, I want you to put your method, be it your Zelle, be it your Cash App, whatever method you have to receive money. I want you to put it in the chat. I'm gonna pin it. And as far as Pop's Gems, we're gonna start you off with $50. I'm gonna send you $50 to try to put a little band-aid on the money that you lost. And if any of you feel led to do the same, dollars grow up to be fives, fives grow up to be tens, tens grow up to be 20s, 20s grow up to be 50s, and 50s grow up to be hundreds. She didn't ask for it. Let me go on tape by saying that. She didn't ask for it, but it was pressed upon her mind hard enough for her to mention it. So I want you to put that information in the chat. Those of you that feel led to do it, do it. If you don't feel led to do it, that's fine. But Pop's Gems is going to send you $50 in the meantime to help you kind of offset that. And like I said, never for fame or for fortune, but just to show you that we love you and we are together. You know, you don't need to know nobody to love them. You can love their spirit. You can love them from a distance, or you can have been through what they've been through and feel it, and it touches you. So that being said, again, put that comment in there. Let's pin it. And for those of you that feel led, you want to send her a little something, that's fine. If not, don't worry. You're in Canada. You can only do PayPal. Okay, that's all right. We'll work out something, and we'll get somebody with PayPal if we got to send them the money, and then we'll do it together. Don't worry, we're gonna get it to you. We're gonna work it out. So, all right. So that's 3 of the 4. We still have Miss Shay. She's in the background waiting to come in. So it's time. It's time. It's time. And so this is what I want to do. Wow. I don't know if I want to start with C or if I want to start with Pyro, because either one of them.
I'll kick it off.
Huh?
I'll kick
You can go. You ready?
Jay wants to go first. You know, doesn't want to go first. I'll kick it off.
Between y'all, it's between y'all, and okay, you could okay on PayPal. Okay, good. Y'all watch those comments. All right, so here we go. Get your cameras out, because they're gonna the first artist is gonna have their rendition. They're gonna give them time. We're gonna pause for a hot minute, talk a little bit, then we're gonna come back with the next one, and then whoever goes first, after you finish, drop out so we can get Shay in, and then you'll always come back. So don't leave. Just pop out, and then you'll come back.
So let me go first, and then I'll just drop.
Okay.
So you're on stage, and then I'll just, yeah, I got you.
All right.
I'll go first.
Here we go.
Dear women, toxic masculinity has sculpted you into a hurricane. Preying on your downfall, praying for when you get hurt, labeling you under hurtful monikers, categorizing you as sexual objects, but demanding your respect and your attention. Men have been poorly taught how to treat you, but yearning for the treating you, tricking you into believing that if you make love, you'll find it. That you're not worthy or deserving of a fairy tale ending, thinking that this is a man's world and you can't do what a man can do, unable to realize that you've been created to soar like the eagles and you're just as powerful. You deserve to be treated like an equal instead of being gauged out and gaslighted by society's creed, blaming it on the absence of their fathers not being around. Mothers should be proud of their sons, but their sins are parlayed in apathy and their mothers are paraded with crooked smiles. Dear black women, you deserve better. Saying it is one thing, but putting an emphasis on it is prolific. Your happiness should be greater than the pain you've endured. You shouldn't just be a symbol of lust in their eyes. You shouldn't be revered as a creation of beauty. Men have dogged you out, still you rose. Still you continue to bloom. Still you're a flower that continues to grow. Don't let the web of society's lies prick you. Don't fall victim for every man that tells you that they love you. Love lives loudly because God lives in you, and a real man will wait until God reveals him to you, dear black women. You've been silenced for too long. You've been bossed around too long. They say it's the way you dress or because the way you show up your exterior. Just because they may have a fantasy doesn't necessarily mean you need them to make them your reality. You're a movement by yourself and a force when able to be together. Don't let any man use your trauma as a way to lay their hands on your waist. If he's not trying to commit, don't allow him to invade your space. If he doesn't love God, he can't love you. Forgive us for our lack of accountability, our immaturity. We have failed you because we have failed ourselves. We have broken your trust because we lack trusting ourselves. We've been misguided and manipulated. Toxicity rears an evil head, but don't allow our lasciviousness to disturb your peace, dear black women. Don't be afraid of the darkness. Don't be afraid to shine. Don't be afraid to spread your wings. Don't be afraid to wear your crown. Don't let these men dim your light. The world is yours. Don't break, bend, or bow to no man except God. You're phenomenal, profound, gorgeous, amazing, unstoppable, fearfully and wonderfully made. I wrote this poem to tear down the walls of misogyny, destroying everything that says you're nobody, reminding you that you are somebody, that you are enough, that you are more than enough, dear black women. I respect you. I cherish you. I vow to protect, defend, and serve you. You are prayed for. You are loved. Rest royally, knowing you're safe. And wherever we can improve, we'll do it with a smile on our face and no complaints. Signed, a black man who loves and cares about you. Y'all know what my name is.
Y'all come on, put them hundreds, put them hearts in that chat. My man, Pyro, the Great.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for blessing us with that. Now we're going to ask Pyro to step out. He's not going to go far. And I'm going to bring in Shay. And then
it's like,
I got you. I got you. Let me see how that go.
Yeah, you click the arrow, then remove, and then boom, I'll go.
Click the arrow.
And then you're going to see my name, and it says remove, and then you just remove me.
I don't see that. See, that's why I need a technician. Y'all pray I get a technician.
It is so. You will have one. I wish I could help you because I don't know either.
You got to drop out, B, because I can't get it. I don't know how that works. Let me see. Nope.
Hold on. Dang, it froze me. I'm gonna have to restart my phone.
Okay.
I can just
while you do
see
that,
if I can leave. Let me see. I think I can leave too.
Well, no, let me keep you because I'm bringing in Shay and Pyro. Then Pyro can come back. So just step out and then come back and be in the chat, and then we'll bring you back in. Yeah, because you're circling anyway. All right.
It's in a drop down bar.
It's in the drop down.
Mm.
Oh, I see it. Okay, thank you.
That was Bonita Poetry who said that.
Thank you, Bonita. You are hired. You are hired. You know, you have to submit an application. All right, I'm bringing in Shay. And come on, Shay. There she is, coming in. Turn the lights on. You need to chip in. There she go.
Hold on.
Turn the camera on so we can see. There she is. All right. Welcome. All right, so now this is our fourth leg of the race, if you say it that way. And what we're going to do is we're going to give you a couple minutes to go ahead and introduce yourself. And then the question that I ask and that I want you to answer is what led you to do what you do. So tell the people a little bit about you. All y'all coming in, thank you so much. Thank you so much.
All right, my name is Shay, and I have been writing for such a long time, at least since high school. And I went to college for creative writing, got my bachelor's in it. I've been doing open mic, spoken word, all of that for years and years and years and years. I have a book. It is called Blackberry Wine Blues. It's under
Pin
my
that
legal
in the
name.
chat so we can see
But
that. Yeah.
I'll put it in the chat after I
Okay.
circle out. But it's a book of erotic poetry, and it's
Hold on.
split into three
I'm gonna put my hat
sections.
down on. She said
And there you go. It's only for
grown
grown
folk
folk
only.
only. And what brought me to poetry was fun, exploration, creativity, expressing myself. But now that I'm older, it's not just for expressing. Oh
There's
my
your book
God, there's my
right
book
there.
right there. Thank you, CJ. Oh my gosh. But it's also to be a voice for others who may not have a voice for
Appreciate that.
themselves.
Appreciate that.
So it's not just
Okay.
for others.
Well, welcome to the show again. On behalf of Pop's Gems and Pop's Perspective, I do want to say thank you for turning aside and giving us your time. Now, what I want to do, because I want to give Styles a little bit more time. I'm going to go ahead and put you on up, okay? And you could do either between you, CJ, it's your turn, or CJ,
For
you want to
me,
bring the anchor. You want to bring the anchor? It's up to you. I'll let you call a
I
shot.
don't mind.
Okay.
I'll
So then we'll
go.
do
And I would
CJ,
love
and then we'll
to
do.
be second, if I could be second, and
Okay.
so that we
So
could close out with Shay.
okay,
If Shay's
there we
down
go.
with that.
There we go. But y'all still got. Remember, you got two. So this is round one. We're gonna bring it back though. All right. So CJ, the mic and the floor is yours, my dear.
Thank you. So this piece is entitled Morning Sickness, and it's not new, but it's relevant.
It's new to
So
us.
yeah, we'll put it that way. New to y'all. Imagine me sitting back with a magazine in my lap, grabbing at a nice cup of lemonade. Meanwhile, I'm gazing at the Everglades, the sun shining, and I'm hiding under a beautiful umbrella, enjoying that forever shade. We forever gaze into each other's eyes while angels smile and clap their hands in bliss. Because we finally made it to that unconditional, slightly conventional, starting our own tradition full of that perfect love we kiss. And as you form your lips to say those three special words, I'm awakened and disturbed by your morning breath. Nonetheless, you lean in for a kiss. My head turns with the quickness. Morning sickness. Damn, not this shit. I run to the bathroom because I need to release these months of depression. See, you've left me displeased. And now all I have are these dreams that eventually you'll come around. And as you walk past the bathroom, you hear that sound. I'm crying out. I want this to be over. I'm bending over that porcelain bowl. Imagine floating on the ocean in a yacht, me rubbing lotion, massaging every spot. The weather's hot, waves pushing up against the side of the boat, us being wrapped up in the warmth of the sun. While we hold hands and reveal to one another while the other is the one, a kiss to the forehead, another to the cheek, one to the left hand that belongs to me. Now you're down on one knee, staring deep into my eyes, and as I look down to you, I can see the nervousness in your smile. All the while, you open a petite box and reveal a ring. Then you propose to me. And before I can say yes, you roll over on my breast. You're putting pressure on my chest. Nonetheless, you express your never ending love, but see, words aren't enough. They only matter when your actions speak louder. And seeing as though you're barely around to act, I sit back with stomach pains, hoping to gain something in exchange from my heart. But where do I begin? I thought a smaller version of you would surely do, so I stick around, put my head down, and right away I feel nauseous. Not this again. I'm running again to bend. No, 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 Screw that. Let's be realistic. Fuck options. I'm tired of being optimistic, hoping for the best and thinking that things really aren't that bad, dreaming of white Christmases and wishing on stars. Meanwhile, I'm sleeping with a broken heart. All those perfection filled visions I envisioned with closed eyes only led me to the reality that this ain't my life. Every morning I wake up, instead of Folgers in my cup, is you in my bed. But this ain't no holiday. It makes me sick every morning. Every day I wake up sick of you, but I remain only because I despise broken homes. I refuse to raise a child in a broken home. So for the sake of this new addition, get off your ass and pull out your umbrella. It's time to stand the rain. Period. Just like the ones I won't have for the next 9 months because I was too busy pushing my luck. Just like a rock in a hard place, I ended up stuck. In the meantime, it's dream time. So I'll sit back on my private plane, awaiting my flight to the Bahamas, sipping this daiquiri. Oh, and make mine a version. I got a dream sometime. That's that.
Wow. Wow.
Thank you.
Y'all just don't understand. Woo! If that didn't touch you. And I ain't a woman, and I felt that one. Oh, was that a growing pain? I was like, wow.
Let me find it out.
Yes.
Thank you.
Boy, I tell you, y'all. You know, what I'm gonna do. We're gonna sell copies of this recording for $14. No, I'm just playing. Wow, just awesome, awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah, we gotta see. That's right. She the ghostwriter. We gotta hold the mic is just too. Let me cool it off a little bit, cause
Yeah.
yeah. You need to play that back for the fellas. Fellas, did y'all hear her? She said she was bent over the porcelain again. That might not have been the words, but I envisioned her running, and while she was running, she was cursing you out. That sorry Nick.
Okay.
I'm just saying. That's what I felt. I felt that.
Thank y'all. Appreciate
Yes. Wow. Thank you so much. All right. All right. So that's two. I gotta mix it up a little bit. Mix it up a little bit and make y'all give y'all a little something. But yeah, I'm glad I got the copy. Yeah, that was pressure. I'm glad I got the copy. Let me say this. That's what I can do, and then we're gonna get to the next one. For those of you that missed any portion of this, if you go to YouTube and you put at Pops Gems, you'll be able to see all the shows. And I'm going to post this one tonight. You'll be able to see that. And that being said, I'm kind of, and I know Pyro can hear me. I'm kind of throwing this out there, kind of impromptu. But what I want to do is Pop's poetry platform, and I want to give y'all a space every fifth Monday of the year, starting for 2025. Every fifth Monday, we're going to dedicate the Monday show to Pop's poetic platform. And for those you four, if you want to come in, fine. And for those of you that are in the chat and you got something you want to get off your chest, say it with your chest. You'll come in and let me look and see, just to let y'all know, because you know it's everybody needs an opportunity, and if I have an opportunity maker, a way for you to be able to express your gift, I'm definitely gonna do that, because this is not for me. None of this for me. All right. So the first one, you got 3 months to get ready. Actually, a little more than that. The first one is going to be March 31st. Then March 31st, we're going to go ahead and put that as Pop's poetic platform, and that'll be the first one. Everybody get one chance to come in, drop it like it's hot, and keep on moving. But we're going to dedicate the whole show to that, and we're going to keep going throughout the whole year, and however the Lord sees fit to carry that. And like I said, it's not for me, but I just feel led to do that because this gives everybody an opportunity to spread their wings and fly a little bit. Okay? All right. That being said, you ready now, my dear? You ready, sweetheart?
Sarah.
Yeah, she looking. I know she's looking right at me. She don't know. She won't say it. That
Sorry,
kicks off
I
National
was
Poetry Month. Okay.
sorry.
All right, Pyro. All right,
I
so
was trying to type a thank you to those in the chat.
oh,
I'm sorry.
okay. Oh, and then let me bring you up. Well, no, I'll do it after you do your thing. I want to say something. So, it's your turn, my dear.
All right.
Shh. Quiet.
So, oh my goodness. If I'm not loud enough though, let me know before I start. I am on the headphones, but
I
I
can
can
hear
always
you.
disconnect.
No, no.
Okay, sometimes with CJ I've had to disconnect, so let me know. This one is called Dating While Lost in Translation. The group has
Wow.
heard. I say things like looking for a man who has a great social life slash group of friends. I'm not looking for an extroverted man, but I see the value in men who actually have formed true relationships and know how to speak about their emotions outside of therapy and outside of anger and outside of lovers, but inside of community and hopefully inside of themselves. I want you vetted by a jury of your peers, peer-reviewed penis, if you will. I say, I will not be your first black girlfriend. And to that one, I actually, for once in my life, will not explain any further. The meaning is the message. I say, I like a man with hobbies because oh so often I'm the manic pixie dream girl daydream meant to bring color, creativity, meaning even into their dumb life. And I have learned how uncomfortable a pedestal really is and how endangering it is to fall from one. I need to be wanted and not needed. Codependency is not my version of collaboration. Independent, but not webby. Thank you, though. I say go to therapy. Really, I mean, let's heal the scars that used to be surface wounds before you had the access to healthcare. Or better yet, guys like cars, right? I hope you started equipping your own toolbox. The wrenches at your disposal are tools you gained before me. You learned your coping skills. You have emotional intelligence and an awareness of your trauma and triggers and to see yourself for all that you are. That if I step on a live wire from your past, we can both defuse the bomb before it detonates. That you don't see every past lover as me, that you're interested in the now and maybe even the we. I say, I want a man with a job, but with a purpose is even better. I don't say I want a man with money. You hear gold diggers, 50-50, what do you bring to the table? General podcast, bro, an incel diatribe, because you see, money is a trickster for the ego of a man. With it, he thinks undying loyalty is owed and reciprocation is not his responsibility because, see, he got money now. A man with money can get any woman he wants. Not me, though, love. Stay safe and better yet, stay careful. We know you cannot eat purpose for dinner and pay taxes with tenacity, but let's dig deeper now. When the dollar signs with white men that you worship one day fall and rise the next, what is your index for intimacy? What is your return on investment for ideation? Do you know your personhood outside of paychecks? Do you pay your way out of vulnerability? What is the true value in a man who has gained the world just to have lost his soul? There is no currency conversion for the spirit of lack. Are you generous in your general group of influence with your time, your love, and yes, sometimes your money? Are you sanctimonious in your sacrifices? Do you hold it over heads of the helpless? Do you see devotion as a debt to be repaid? I can't actually ask men the questions I really want to ask them. I don't think they have the answers. And even if they do or did, observations throughout time will tell you more about someone's character than their words. I do, however, know how to investigate. I use literacy and shadow work I've done within myself to probe. I'm Inspector Gadget with these quote unquote good guys, and I always find out what's underneath the surface. I can't ask the questions I want to. If I do, I fear I may hear, who do you think you are? And at least now I have the answer. I am everything that I require you to be. What I seek is also seeking me. I may not be speaking your language. We may have gotten our intentions with each other lost in translation. Thank you.
Wow. Wow. Bars.
Bars.
Bars. Bars. Wow. Let me jump in and say for those of you that are listening, you gotta read the room. You gotta feel the significance of what's really going on. There's women out here that are hurt by men who subconsciously, subliminally abuse women, thinking that they're in a macho state, thinking that they're gaining accolades from their friends, but all the while they're destroying or trying to destroy the women that would support them. In other words, you're eating your seed core, if I could take it that way. There's nothing that a man can have more valuable than a woman who stands behind him, aside him, beneath him, above him, and surrounds him with compelling support that will make him feel and want to do the things that he's supposed to do. But men have become dumbfounded. They're hooked on the pretentious facade of appearance. They're hooked on BBL, not knowing that BBLs will kill not only the body but the soul, because what you're getting is just like an antique car. What makes an antique car so valuable is the original parts that are in it. But when you get all these aftermarket products, it takes away from the value of the car. So women, while you're out there taking, and men, while you're chasing these women with these falsities, you're not getting the real woman. It's the one that's been in your corner from the whole long time, the one that you overlooked. That's the one that's going to support you better than anybody. You got to listen to what these women are saying. They want to be there for you. But the thing is, us as men, and I'm not just saying this to be on the woman's side. I'm not doing a Steve Harvey. What I'm trying to tell you is, if you want to have the support of a woman, you have to deal with her intellect and her emotion, because the physical and the materialistic will fade away. But the intellect and how she feels, how you make her feel about herself, is going to promote her to want to make you feel better about yourself. But you're too busy trying to be King Don. I didn't mean to say all of that. But what I'm trying to say is, you got to read the room. There's women that they're dying to be loved. And the sad part about this is that they're dying. And we have, as men, the medicine to make them better, to allow them to be whole and complete. And let me take it biblical. The woman was taken from the side, the rib. So she's looking to get back where she was taken from. Y'all sewed it up and won't allow it to come in. And she wasn't taken from your feet. She wasn't taken from your head. She wasn't taken from your back. She was taken from your side. So she's supposed to be side by side with you. Now, the whole thing about it, and people may not agree, is that women complete the man because she's the missing piece. You ever had worked on a puzzle and you got everything and you lost one piece? It takes away the effect of the whole puzzle for one piece. And we got women that are in this world that they're striving, they're dreaming, they're wishing, they're hoping, they're fasting, they're praying to find a man that would fulfill their mission in life, and that is to make a man complete. You won't let them, men. I know I ain't come on here to say all of that, but that's what I was feeling. And so I just wanted to share that. Woo! All right. So, Shay, you're up. Then we're bringing, and we're going to bring Pyro back, and we're going to run the rampant one more again. And then we're going to let the people go. But men, women, boys, and girls, and women, let me tell y'all something. And while I'm in that vein, as we get ready to bring Shay up, biblically it says, "He that findeth a wife findeth a good thing and obtaineth favor with God." So don't look for the man. Prepare yourself to be the woman, and he'll find you. Too many women are looking for the man and trying to find a man that they want to meet, instead of preparing themselves to be who they are, carrying themselves as to who they are, and then that way the man that they need will gravitate to them. If you want to be rich, hang around millionaires, act like a millionaire, walk like a millionaire, talk like a millionaire, be that millionaire. So if you want to be one in somebody's life, carry yourself with an air and an aura of class. So when man sees you, they have no choice but to respect you. Women, and I'm talking great now. You know, women nowadays has come to where all they think is, all they talking about is fly me here, fly me there, because I got this thing, and I'm going to let you do the thing, and I'm going to let you all that. But see, you're selling yourself short. You're cheapening yourself. You're more than a flight. You're more than a weekend. You're more than a good time. I'm done. Come on, Shay.
Can I say one? one thing before Shay starts.
Yes, go ahead.
I just want to prepare y'all. Thank you, Pops, for that. But I want to prepare y'all. I tell Shay her poetry sounds like smooth liquor. And so I say liquor when she get done. So if y'all feel what I'm saying, just put liquor in the chat when she
Let's
finish. I'm done. Go
do it.
ahead.
You're so sweet. You got me all hyped up. All right. So this poem is called Psalms of Hollow Bones. 1. I read an angel's bones are hollow so it can fly. If I crush them, will they become angel dust? If I snort the remains, will I get high on God? 2. Should I build myself out of angel bones? I don't believe my human ones were born moistened with sin. I know there is good in my marrow. Take my marrow for a good tomorrow. 3. Blow a note through my new hollow bones. Am I angelic yet? Will the sound summon God? Will she sing and transform me? 4. If I mainline an angel's tears, will I become a messenger too? 5. My flesh is swollen with tears. Wring me out into a river, the Nile or some unnamed holy spring known only to a tribe and their gods. Let me be baptism water, holy by sun, earth, wind, and rain, plus my soul. My bones will be a drinking gorge for God, my water consumed, and when it breaks, I am birthed again. Thank you.
Liquor.
Liquor.
Give me a shot. Double it up. You know, y'all just don't understand. This is the start of something that's gonna, and I just see it. It's gonna catch on fire. You know, it's gonna make those that were hesitant come out. Those that, yes, amazing. Those that felt that, you know, you had an inkling, and now, you know, you're ready to step on board. And there is no failure because you're expressing yourself. So how can you fail when you're just speaking what's on your mind? You're not here to be judged. You're just trying to send a message of how you feel. I'm talking to somebody. So send your message out there because people don't know it unless you tell it. Okay, and tell it without tell it without fear of being judged, rejected. You know, who cares what people think? You're doing this expression to release. Those that are supposed to catch it will catch it. Those that ain't meant to catch it, it'll go over their heads. I'm just talking. Fire, fire, fire. We got some other people coming in. Once again, for those of you coming in, thank you so much. If you don't just like, follow, and these young ladies and Pyro, for those of you that are following them, great. If you're not following them, I don't know why, get on that. You came to the chat, follow them, because it also, for the artist, it makes them feel as though their labor was not in vain when they receive unsolicited comments. You see what I'm saying? Unsolicited, y'all got to do it the other way. Okay. Unsolicited comments. So thank you, man. All right, so one of y'all got to drop out, and we're gonna bring Pyro in, and then the B&B crew in the building. We're gonna bring Pyro in, and then okay. Now, Pyro, let me see. I got you in here. Let me see if I can get you back in. I accepted that. Let me see if you're coming in. There he is. There he is. Okay. So, so now, Pyro, you back up. It's your turn.
Oh man. Let me just say this right now. These poets, yeah. I had to literally question myself if I'm really a poet after hearing Sarah, Lecca, and CJ. So
It's liquor.
Lekker.
Lecca, yeah, bah. All right. By the way, before I do this, right? Women are favored on two legs, and as it does say in Proverbs 18:22, he who finds. You got to be in the right posture to find a good woman. And when you find that good woman, you got to hold on to them tightly. So, I wrote something new just for tonight.
You heard it here first on
Yeah.
Pop's Perspectives.
We're gonna try this out. Brand new I don't have a title for it yet, but brand new. Love poem.
Call it brand new.
Yeah, it's a love poem. I wonder. I wonder how many times you had to trade your bangles for blessings. How many times you had to pour back into yourself after people have drained you of your time. I wonder why people would deprive you of smiling because you deserve happiness instead of days of gray. I wonder how many tears you had to shed because the men who walked in and out of your life didn't have the capacity or capability to make you comfortable. Healers are often hurt due to the lack of support they're giving. Your love shouldn't be considered a knickknack, but a newness of conventionality. Don't you see how the stars illuminate even when they start to lose definition? How God designed everything in the sky and doesn't leave one unforgotten. You are worth remembering. You are worth going to prayer about. The bow doesn't have to break or bend, but be able to stand firmly and upright, knowing hell cannot scorn a woman who knows how to fight fire with fire and rekindles the flame that will never go out. To answer your questions you asked about me in our conversations, I prayed without ceasing for days where love can come easy and send shockwaves down my body, longing for a woman to accept me for me. I've cried too many times where sleep and I don't agree, gave water to those who were thirsty, only to be left out the dry. Yet I still learn how to keep myself hydrated, how this pressure can make diamonds and discovered ornaments for treasure. I've spoken in poetry to keep myself from dying. Then I found myself reincarnated into the king I should have been all this time. I'll accept your hugs as a form of breathing life back into my spirit. You can wipe my tears. You can pray with me over the years, and I'll be that calm and reassurance that you don't need to face your fears by yourself anymore. I'm speaking to the queen you are, reminding you that you are not a mistake. You are not the sin of your mother and father. You are living proof, a living testimony that greater is he that is in you than he who is in the world. Don't you dare let society break or destroy you or mask you into the pictures of what they want you to be. You can be yourself around me. We can go to war together. Fear won't live here. Pick your crown up. Live your life like it's golden. That's urgent as a motherfucker. The woman in the mirror is proud of you. Everything made you into a masterpiece. Keep on creating. I see you. I hear you. I'm with you. I'll protect you. No weapon formed against you will prosper. I'll defend you. I won't make you an idol, but one day hope to make you my sanctuary. May these words be nourishment for your heart, a blessing to your mind, a remedy for good tidings, and a memento for beautiful things to come. My name is Pyro.
Wow. Y'all picking up on this? Y'all picking up on this? It's a season that's coming where, especially the black woman, need to be held in the esteem for which they were created. It's too many times that women they're not just a place for you to donate sperm.
Right.
They're not just a place. They're not just a place for you to donate sperm. They're not just a place for you to feel good about yourself. They're not a punching bag. They're not a verbal punching bag. They're not a mental punching bag. There's too many times that men feel that their masculinity comes from oppressing, depressing, and standing on the heads of their women, when all along, if they would just loose those reins and let the woman be who she is, they'll take them to heights that men can never imagine. Take
Yeah.
it from me. This pops now. And for those of you that know me, I'm not looking at any notes. Okay, this is not anything that I wrote. This is not nothing that we coerce. I'm sitting up here thinking how I can get an arena to bring everybody together so we can do this live and in living color.
Yeah.
That's the type of movement that I'm looking at. But when I hear it,
Mhm.
y'all have to understand that it's the women that take care of the children, that raise the children to be men, and then for the men to turn on the one man that raised them is ludicrous.
You know what it is? It's the lack of maturity that we have. And I'm saying this as a brother who's seen it, a man who was at one point in his life was immature. As Paul says, when I was a child, I spoke as a child, I talked as a child, I reasoned as a child. But when I became man, I put those childish ways
I
behind
put
so I
childish
could
things
see
away.
myself in the mirror. And what I look at it is this: men, we need to do better. It's not just doing poetry about it, making music about it. Actions speak louder than words. When you have somebody that you value, that you can't take your eyes off of, the one that you just can't stop praying about, you got something good. You need to honor that. You need to respect that. Don't trauma dump. Don't, gaslight. Don't manipulate any woman into what you want them to be. Let them be themselves around you wholly and accept them for who they are. Because too many times we live in this society where it's like we let rap music try to define or mask how women should be. We let certain songs degrade and dehumanize women, that we sing that stuff. Nah, we got to do a better job of uplifting and protecting our women. Doing more than what just Tupac says, just being the example of what a good man is. It says that a man's wisdom is like a crown to grace the head, and a woman's wisdom is like a garland that graces the neck. So when you have that in your life, that's how you're going to be able to thrive and to be successful, because behind and beside a strong man is a strong woman. So when you have that one, don't do to them what was done to you.
I have the thought that, and I made the mention that the woman is taken from the side of man, therefore she's a part of man. So why would you inflict pain on yourself? Think about it. If she's a part of you and you don't treat her correctly, you're inflicting pain on yourself because she's a part of you. And I have two sons, and I tell them all the time, you can ask them that, you know, when you have somebody that's willing to stand by you, don't take that lightly, because that's the missing piece. And it's expected for temptation to come to try to fool you and set you off your track. Because if he can get you with a swinging booty, then he can diffuse you and take you out of your king and queendom. You can't build a kingdom without a queen and a king. And kingdom is wherever the king has dominion. And if you have dominion, then you will protect your queen, and you will not run after other queens trying to get too many queens. Gone are the days, even in the biblical days, they had one queen, many concubines, if you just want to go there with it. But there was one queen, and they protected her. But a lot of times men feel that the measure of a man is by how many women he can get. No, bro, they only took one rib. Why are you trying to get two?
Yeah.
But nevertheless, let's move on. Round two. For those of you that are just tuning in, thank you, thank you, thank you. Don't just follow. Don't just join in, hit the follow button. We're gonna get, let me see. So Shay, I'm gonna get you to drop out, and we're gonna get Stylist back in here. Okay, and is she still in the? Where did she go? You got a request, please, sweetheart. I see you, sir. It's okay. Okay. Well, we'll give her time. CJ, you ready?
Yeah.
He said no, but I guess you put me on blast.
No, I'm ready. I'm over here just trying to think.
Okay.
I don't remember
There she
what I
goes.
did
There we
last
go.
time. I'm just gonna do my go-to.
Who you go to?
I'm gonna do my go-to.
Y'all, let me. While she gonna go to? While she queuing the music, as we say in the DJ world. Y'all put 100 in the chat if you enjoying this. Y'all give me 100. Let me see some hundreds. Let me see if y'all enjoying what's going down. If y'all really like the poetry, let me see a couple hundreds. Can I get 100 or two?
I can't even type on my thing. Got froze it.
That's how hot that message that poem was. All right, I see
yeah,
y'all.
he done
All right. Without further ado, we bring to you, and then let me just drop this. She is the cornerstone of the poetry that you see tonight, because we met on another platform, and I reached out to her, and I said, hey, I'm doing a thing. And, you know, if you want to do the thing, we're going to do the thing. Do you know anybody else? And she said, what do I? Flip, 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 flip. And she put together this foursome of fantastic, the phenomenon of these words. And what I beckon you to do, and it's not for sake of the show, but if you go to, I'm going to post this on Instagram, but if you go to YouTube, at Pops Gems, okay, you'll be able to go back and listen because it's like a good movie. You're not going to get everything the first time. Go back, listen to it. I'm not down for views, but if you're there, like and subscribe. But you know, but what I'm saying is, you're not going to get it all the first time. So go back and listen to it. If you're hurting, listen to it. If you're happy, listen to it. Whatever mood you're in, because it's going to minister to that. It has that kind of adaptability. All right, CJ, it's your flow.
Thank you. So this piece, y'all, is a fan fave. It's called Feel Me. I want you to feel me. Feel me like Langston Hughes' motto. He says, as I live and learn is dig and be dug in return. So I want to be dug in return. Something like, words are to die for, and I'm digging my grave already. I want you to mark my words so that they be set in stone on my tombstone, ready. Heavy with the pull so strong you can't help but dig me, so grab your shovel and plow through my linguistic rubble. As I trouble you to explore my vernacular, I'm taking your poetic minds through space and time as I spit my shit on stage. Got you reminiscing about real deal love to which my words pertain. In exchange, I'm receiving your oohs, ahs, and claps because I'm taking you back and I want you to feel me. Feel me like that love Jones. Feel me like that love Jones shit. Is that a smile of me put on your face, child? Of course it is, but let's not force this shit. Cause when I spit, I flow, period. No tampons, just pads. But the ones in which my pens write in. Overnight into the morning. I'm yawning with my hand on that paper, producing something of a rhythmical composition, spoken and written, appealing to your senses, smell, hear, taste, touch, and vision. Like, smell that aroma. That stank on you 3,000 times over. And just because you don't hear my words, I'm going to take this dialectic dick and fuck what you heard. You touch that? Well, let me touch you. Serve you my words as a grammatical aphrodisiac, just to have you realize your eyes are bigger than your stomach, i.e., your mouth is bigger than your brain, so I speak for you. And I want you to feel me. Feel me as if I'm that throbbing in your pants for a fat ass, or that one in your panties for a tight chest. I'm trying to make your soul clap. I want to make your heart smile. I want to convince you to turn that dial on your watch back to the beginning of this poem, because now I'm gone. Thank you.
I just want to say, I'm going to.
I got to change hats while you saying that.
I'm going to respond to that poem, and I'm going to have it done tonight.
Okay,
All right, bet.
bet. That's a bet. Don't say less. You know, we listen. We
I mean,
we
I
crip
do.
the impromptu show.
I mean, I do have a response in the form of another poem to that piece.
Well, I tell y'all what, and I'm gonna leave this up. We got people in the chat. I'm gonna leave it up to them. If y'all want to hear some more of what these people putting out next week, next Monday, the last Monday of 2025, holla at me. Give me a heart, and we will bring them back next Monday for the last Monday of the year. We're gonna go out 2024 with a bang, and we will do two. And just if you in there, I know to be honest, I'm just asking if you want it, but you know, I'll do it anyway. If you want to hear them again, next Monday night, we're gonna come back and we're gonna continue this. And we ain't done, but we're gonna continue this. Okay. And we're gonna get the word out because it's like medicine. They're writing the prescription. It's up for you to take the medicine. Don't get mad at the doctor that wrote the script if you don't take the medicine. You can't get better unless you take the medicine. I hope somebody is listening to me. So next week we're gonna bring them back. We'll do a part two. We do a part two of everything else. So next week we'll come back and we will spit. Now, before um, we bring on this next artist, let me say this because she already said her
Wait,
piece. But
wait, I just saw a comment that took me out. She said that DJ got her bonnet wet. Yo,
she said she got my
she
bonnet
said,
wet.
yo,
Is
that
that?
is crazy.
I didn't want to
That
say nothing about. You
Me
know,
and Trey saw it at the same time because my eyebrow went, how the way this get, how
yo,
it travel?
that
Oh,
was
Lord.
very
yeah,
diabolical.
you
I
know.
never heard anything like that. That's
When the bonnet
diabolical.
get wet, it's serious.
I'm gonna have to put what is it, explicit
No,
lyrics
no, no.
label.
Oh,
Listen. So what we
absolutely.
But
do
For
is,
me, you definitely
but
got
you
to
know
have
what?
one.
That's for grown folk. You know what I'm
listen.
saying?
What we like to say is clean up on aisle 60. Never mind. I'm not gonna finish the rest of that. But y'all know what I'm talking about.
No,
I
let me
just
look. She left that wet. Anyway, you'll pick it up. Yeah. Oh yeah. This pops. This pops. Um. So let me say this. Um.
wait. Wait. Key Energy Radio said, "I'm a man. Gotta keep my
Gotta
locks."
keep
Wait,
my
what?
locks nice.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Okay.
I'm not going to be
Stop.
able to read the chat if I want to speak. It's
Yeah. No.
so,
Cause they going off in the chat, but um Styles, if I can call
it's,
you that,
so Steezy Files.
Steezy.
So Steezy
So I can
or
say Steezy.
Steez, or
Steez.
you can call me Steez. CJ
All
calls
right.
me Steez.
Steez. Steez was, for those of you listening, Steez was supposed to go somewhere and do some things, and certain circumstances prevented her from making that happen. But like I told her, um, everything happens for a reason. And so, for those of you without, because sometimes we don't need to know all the details. We just stop being nosy. But she was supposed to be somewhere, supposed to be doing something, and she suffered a financial loss. And so it's been on my heart. It was placed on my heart to bless her from Papa's Gems. We're gonna send her $50 to kind of make up for a little bit of what she lost. And CJ, without putting you on blast, but I want you to spearhead it. Find somebody that has PayPal that we can send all the money to, and then they could send it to her, just as a way of showing love. And sometimes it's better. The Bible says it's better to give than to receive. It's better that sacrifices. Obedience is better than sacrifice. And so if your heart is moved to do something for somebody, do it. And yeah, don't feel obligated. Yeah, but nevertheless, um, you're sowing a seed in fertile ground, because when you give to somebody, you know what I'm saying, God is not gonna let you outdo Him. Now, y'all want to go biblical? For those of you that know, I can take it all the way there. But what I'm saying is, when you see somebody and it's been put, and not that they're in need, because she didn't ask for any of this, but when you feel the urge to do something, follow that urge, because that's that little voice and tapping you on the shoulder saying, hey, this is something that you need to do. So for those of you that are in here, they're watching, she suffered a lot. I mean, it wasn't anything, nobody's hurt or anything like that. She was just supposed to be somewhere and she didn't get there, and it kind of dampened the spirits, but she's still like a trooper, like a soldier, showed up. And it makes me feel good. So I want to sow into your life, and I know I'm gonna be blessed, so I'm not gonna let you take my blessing. You better take this money so that I can give my blessing. Okay. All right. You're up on that note.
Thank you, everyone. Again, CJ knows, like, I feel like she's laughing so much because she knows how uncomfortable and how there was an exact situation that mirrors this in the group that we will not get into, but how uncomfortable I am with people offering me support. But she knows that the lesson of this season for me has been to address my hyper independence, and my inner work, to be like, okay, when people do want to help you, why do you turn it away and then you get resentment? So how do you fix that toxic side of you that wants people to be there for you but also doesn't want to accept help, right? You gotta you gotta choose a struggle. So I really feel touched by everyone. That's all I'm gonna say. Thank you, everyone. This poem is called Skytrain Sonnet. Me and CJ are both from California, but I'm NorCal and she's SoCal. And we recently reconnected on the show Baldwin Hills. If you've ever seen it, then you're my age, and I love that. It was a good ass show. So Skytrain is my city in Vancouver, the city that made this brand really popular, like Arc'teryx that came out here, a lot of stuff, Lululemon. But Skytrain is our version of the BART. So if you have transit where you're at, but BART is like Metro, I don't know, anyone on the East Coast will find it. Anyway, so this is something I wrote when I was on Skytrain on the way to my 9 to 5, hating my life as a creative, because I wish I could just be a creative. To some degree, I think I'm in love with every artist I meet. Bear with me also, this was written in 2019, so 5 years ago. But I wanted to end my last poem with something of hope, hopefully for the creatives, or also maybe not even that hopeful, but also relatable. So I'll get back to it. To some degree, I think I'm in love with every artist I meet. The way their art flows, allows my lungs to expand and contract. I think they scientifically would call that breathing. There's something that envelops an artist when they are not free to make art. It is a haunting, a cold, sharp, needle-like pain in the back of your throat that says, today you have said too much. Today be silent. Today work. Work your 9 to 5 and then your 5 to 9 just so you can afford the food and wine to dine your asinine thoughts of suicide. Trigger warning, you take your depression out to eat. You court her and hold her hand, tell her she is beautiful. The date always ends before third base. Trigger warning, the base salary always starts low and caps at race. Or maybe face value, I used to value a pair of tennis shoes more than a Rubik's Cube. The ability to style seems infantile compared to the mile of knowledge I have accrued. They'll tell you to pay your dues. They may say it's for exposure. But where's the closure to your night when the dinner is over and there's nothing left to tantalize? Your date has misery in her eyes, but a knife on the prize. There's lies between her thighs, something many would find mesmerize them or fantasize them. It's what is the price of an artist 9 to 5? Nothing enormous, just their creativity's demise. You clock in and clock out on your dreams. You clock in on breakfast and clock out on your dreams. You clock in on your bills, but clock out on your dreams, and it seems like the world is moving and you are staying stagnant. So where does the creative's love go when their heart stays stagnant? Because it's not beating if you're not creating. You haven't picked up that project. You haven't posted the video. You don't want to be perceived, but the world has already perceived you to be a failure. Is there even such a thing as Black mediocrity? I've never met her. Every Black person I know is successful, so how dare I fall under the temperature of my ancestors that burned so that I could glow. I often ask if I need to be on fire to be iridescent. Do I need to be lit by propane for them to see my pain? Do I need to be the martyrhood and motherhood? Do I need to be Gaia? We know how we treat our Mother Earth. How do I escape my 9 to 5 when I need her to thrive, or quote unquote thrive, because I'm not posting outfit of the days. I haven't let people see how I live, and I haven't opened the doors to what could be my gift. I don't know if I want that. That's a bit much. It's a lot for me to even perform this. I guess that's the 9 to 5 crush, the date you have later on. She switched from depression to dreams. She feels like reality. She feels like she's on the tip of your tongue, superstitiously scandalizing. She is now a beauty. I see her across the room where the dreams of success are now the date for tomorrow, and I love her. I think I love her. I think I'm in love with her. Because somewhere down the line, the alignment felt so clear. I'm in the right space at the right time every time. and I had a good week today and yesterday, and I think next week will be good too. And I don't know when that happened to me, and I don't know who you are anymore, but I like my new date, and I haven't called the ex. Suicide is now on the other side, and I don't know when that happened, but I write about her still. She's that ex that you still think about, that you still wish you could call, but I don't think you have anything to say to her. Wow. I may not have clocked out of this 9 to 5, and I love her to death because the benefits are great and my back hurts. I'm in my 30s. Yeah, I need benefits. So I'm still in the 9 to 5, but I can say that the ride is different, and I'm still a passenger princess, but I know my destination. I'm on MapQuest. I know where to go. I feel like for the first time, and I'm in alignment, and I don't know when it happened, but I woke up to a new date today, and it's a new date today. I don't know what your date is today based on your time zone, but my date today is Monday, December 23rd, and I feel hopeful. I feel hopeful. I'm on a date and I'm full of hope, and I ate today. I cleared my plate. And even on the days that feel like that plate is heavy, who am I to complain when I've been begging to eat? I've been begging to be fed. I think I'm full of hope on Monday, December 23rd, 2024. Thank you.
Wow. Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, this is something that I didn't know it was going to be to this magnitude. And so just before Shay Wrights comes on and gets ready to close us out, I want to say to you three, and Emmanuel Cole, Emmanuel Cole, this is not an open mic. This is something that we put together. However, for those of you that are joining in late, we've already decided we're coming back next week, number one. Number two, the fifth Monday in 2025, which is March 31st, we're going to do Pop's Poetic Platform. And we'll have it to where if you get in touch with me, because I don't put up just anybody. Let me just say it that way, so that way I don't offend nobody. It has to be right with my spirit. And I felt when CJ recommended these people and the connection that we had, I knew that I was being led the right way. So let me say this to you three. Thank you. If ever, and I don't care what time of the day or night or what the circumstances is, if Pops can do anything to help you along the way, it's your fault if you don't ask. Okay? Because if I can't do it, I might know somebody who can. And so I definitely want to extend that to y'all. You have an open forum anytime you want to come to Pop's Gems. You're welcome. Pop's Perspective. I'm doing something. I'm doing something called Motivational Memoirs that I'm putting out. It's a book with just little quotes and things that are motivated along the way. And I said that to say each one of you have a story to tell. And so write your book so that when we go to the bookstore or when we go audio, we can pick it up and we could say, CJ's collection, a Pyro the Great, burning your fingers, it's so hot, or would you say, Steezy? I keep you my favorite, but I keep getting the name wrong. I gotta.
You can call me Gaia also. Gaia, like Gaia, Mother Earth. I feel like that one is just super simple. We can go with Gaia.
And Gaia's greatness. Let me put it out there. But write your books. Y'all have something that the world needs to hear. And don't think about who's gonna read it. Think about who's not, because it'll go that far. And your gift will make room for itself. So thank you so much for being on the show. Come back. I see you, Pyro. We ain't done. I'm just talking. next week we're going to come back one more again. And for those of you, thank you, Taddy, the Sunflower Poet.
That's
For
Tati.
those of you,
That's the homie. And Emmanuel Calls a dope poet. They're from the Poetry Clique. I can attest to them. Their skills, their
okay,
poetry is phenomenal.
all right, y'all getting public recognition. Follow me so that when I go through, or whenever I go live or whatever, y'all can tune in. And then I'm gonna say this, and then we're gonna bring Shay up just to give you an idea. For next year, 2025, we're dealing with um, I don't want to say holistic medicine, but we're dealing with health wellness. We got somebody that's coming on and it's going to present some products that can help you, some natural products. Then we're coming back with a very good friend of mine, call him the Son, credit repair, how to get your money right. Okay, you got to get your money right. And then on third Monday in January, we're going to have a mental health coach to help get your mind right. So we're putting things into rotation. This is not just a how many bottles of oil did Diddy have type podcast. We're not just talking about anything. I'm trying to educate. I'm trying to meet people at the level where they need help. And things of that nature. Anybody can get on here and talk about it, talk about anything, but I'm trying to do things that are going to stick in people's minds, and they're going to go back and say, you know what, I was helped by that, because that's the calling of my life, is just to be, share what God has shared with me to other people. And if I can be an avenue to reach a lot of people, then I'm going to do that. It says, think about the lives. Your words can change no matter how many in this generation read it. Yeah, because see, what you're doing is you're setting things forward for future generations. You know, they're gonna come 10, 20, 30 years from now, and they're gonna be like, poetry, what's that? Spoken word, what's that? No, who this? CJ, wait. And then boom, you're in the future. So plant your seeds so your trees can grow, so your fruit can spawn, and others can eat your fruit. And if you know a tree is planted, doesn't grow fruit overnight. It takes a while. So you'll use life's challenges to water your tree, life adversities to perfect your fruit, and then somebody else will be the benefactor. Take that with you, put that in your pipe and smoke it. All right. So that being said, and then it's 9:30. Caesars is still at work. Is Karina? You still in the chat? We're gonna bring you up. Let me know if you're still in the chat. And then if not, we're gonna exit. I just wrote a little something. I just wrote a little something. Nothing major. It's more like a rap type thing. But after Shay, I'm gonna throw a little something out there just to make y'all laugh and giggle. But yes, okay, Karina, come out. Okay, so who wants to drop out so we can get Shay in?
I gotta
Okay.
restart my phone, so Queen, you stay tight. I gotta restart my phone, so you stay
Okay.
tight, CJ.
All right. Then I'll hang.
All right,
Yeah.
and then let me get. She writes for them. Okay, I'm learning how to work this thing. You gotta thank your friend that that taught me how to work this right quick. Except there she is. All right, booyah!
Hey, I'm back.
She's back. All right, highly anticipated,
All
undisputed.
right. Am I good to go?
You are good to go. You have the floor.
Uh,
Now, if for those of you that are, but while she's talking, and the thing about Instagram, the thing I hate about Instagram is that
It's
it's
backwards.
backwards. It's
Yeah.
backwards. So y'all hold it up to a mirror or something like, Dracula.
Might be able to do
Yeah,
something.
turn your camera. There you go. All right, the next voice you will hear will be that of Shay.
All right. So this poem was inspired by Sarah. She gave me the idea for bids of affection. And so I named this one Bid for Bodily Affection.
Uh-oh.
We lost her.
She
Get this
froze.
around real quick. This is This is Shay's book.
All right, there's the book Shay wrote.
Yes.
I want a
And
signed copy.
also, I get to throw in a little definition for bids of affection. So I learned from a psychology perspective what makes marriages last and not last is not economy, is not a bunch of other things. It's a marriage is on its last leg when you're no longer answering bids of affection. When she goes, "Hey, honey, look, a bird," and he stops answering completely. So a bid of affection is what you do when you're trying to when you're trying to connect with someone in language. So I wanted to define the term before we get into the poem so that hopefully it brings context to the poem. Psychology is really helpful when you talk about love and poetry. So yeah, if you're going through some relationship stuff, look up bids of affection. I hope you can come back up, Shay. I saw
I
you
know,
back
Shay,
in the
we gotta
chat.
get you back.
She said she's back.
She back, but how do I get her out of my thing? Oh wait, there we go. Hold on. Remove. I'm gonna remove you and then bring you back in. Nope, never mind. I ain't gonna do that. I'm gonna do it this way. But see, she's not on the thing. Shay, if you can hear us, I got you, but it won't let me bring you in. I don't know why. The devil is a lie.
Yeah.
All right.
You're just like me for real, twin. Intrusive thoughts galore. Yeah.
I'm like, what is going on? All right. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with the line. And I'm not gonna say IG, and I'm just gonna say that the devil don't want this to get out because we're liberating folk. We are liberating folk.
That's all right. We're gonna figure it out. Is she
Yeah.
able to request to join again?
Yeah, request the joining. Oh, there she is. There. Okay, wait a minute. I accepted it. Let's see if she come back again. Because it is not letting me. She's not there to kick me. Oh, okay. Here you go. I invited you, Shay. See if it's in there.
She said she's gonna leave and come back.
All right.
I see all y'all in the chat as well. I'm gonna follow you just as soon as we wrap up.
Yes.
Same as
Don't just
TJ. I'm trying to follow back.
Follow. Make sure you follow. Again, for those of you that missed any portion of this, if you go to YouTube and put at Pops Gems, capital Pops, capital GEMS, you'll see the show in its entirety. I'm gonna post it again tonight, but you know how it is with Instagram, the reels and everything, they'll expire, but it'll be on YouTube, so you can always go back and please. And then those of you that want to, she's unable to join. Yeah, it's gonna mess it up. Those of you that want to be on the next show that we have, hit me in a DM, let me know. I'll get with you. We'll talk about it. We'll see what's good for you, and we'll set it up. Of course, because these each had two. Well, Shay's the only one that had two chances, so it's not like we don't have enough room for everybody to come in. And for those of you that are coming in again, thank you so much. I appreciate you from the bottom of my heart for giving us space and time. I'm really just sitting here like I'm just like the ticket taker, I'm listening, I'm getting fed, and I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna watch the show, and boy, like they said, there was a group called the Commodores, and they put out a song called "The Brick House," and it was talking about a lady. For you young heads that don't know, but for you older heads that know the Commodores, and there's a portion of the song that said, "Make an old man wish for younger days." Boy, some of these poems, you got Pops wishing he was young again. You'll catch that on the way home. But okay, Shay, we're trying to get you in here. What can we do? Any suggestions? Anybody? What if
I was gonna say, what if I drop, CJ drops, and then the only invite you'll be able to see is Shay? I don't know, and then we all come back. I'm just
wondering.
wondering.
Let's do that. All right,
I'm
let's do
gonna
that.
drop.
I got you. All right. Yep, everybody's dropped. Rinse and repeat. Let's bring it back. Shay writes for them. And I want to get. Okay, she's in, and then I want to get. Where is she? There she goes. I want to get her to come in. That's two. Okay, Shay, you with me? Oh, okay,
I'm
you
here. Can you
looking
hear me?
like you was like kind of frozen. Okay, we got Karina in, and then hold on, I want to get Seasons. Are you still at work? Are you able to come in? Let me know. Uh, okay, all right. So, all right. So the last one is Shay. She is bringing up the fourth leg of the race. He's still at work. That's okay. And then I'm gonna talk to y'all with Karina, who is one of the entrepreneurs with the apparel, and then we'll talk that. All right, Shay, you have the floor.
All right. Hopefully this time we'll keep it going. All right. So this is called Bid for Bodily Affection. Let me write my body down. My body is poetry, each part a stanza, therefore I am art. Let me write my body down. Each day, a new paragraph. A paragraph is a body, therefore each day gives me a new body. Let me write my body down. My body is onomatopoeia. Pow, bam, shake. Each movement a chorus of joyful noise. Therefore, I am joy itself. Let me write my body down. My body is a laugh. An exhale from the belly. I am made of endorphins, therefore contagious in the best way. Let me write my body down. My body is wine. Natural and sweet and aging, therefore I am full-bodied. Let me write my body down. My body is a car, strong, bold, and electric. A car can hold people, therefore so can my body. Let me write my body down. My body is ocean, each wave of emotion cleansing the shore of my spirit. An ocean is a moving body, therefore I am a dancing aquatic body. Let me write my body down. My body is a cluster of stars, bright and passionately burning. See me, all of me. I'm a constellation, therefore a celestial body. I have written my body down. Thank you.
Yo, thank you so much. Now, what I want to do, and Shay, I hope you caught what I said. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for your time, your talent, and your treasure, for you being on the show, thinking it not robbery, for coming on and blessing us um, with the words. I mean, y'all, you just don't know. You know, like I said, I go back, I watch these shows, and I'm definitely gonna go watch those. For those of you that are in the chat, if you missed it in its entirety, Pops at Pops Gems on YouTube. Of course, if you're here now, follow so you can get updated news. Now, Karina, what I want to do is this young lady that's on the screen with me. She is the founder, if I could say it that way, of Blackheart. For those of you that seen the flyer, I'm gonna let her talk about her product, and then what I'm gonna do is next week. Shay, you down for next week too?
Absolutely, I'm down
All
for
right.
next week. Yeah,
So
and
we're
also thank
gonna
you for having me.
we're gonna bring it back next week. And Karina, what we'll do is because my son who was gonna do the spinning the wheel of the getaway next week, I want you to show your product, and then what we're gonna do is we're gonna give away a T-shirt. But I'll let her talk about what her product is. I'm gonna do my little spiel, and then we're gonna get out of here. For those of you that are still in the chat, I hope CJ and them is in the chat. Don't leave yet, okay? All right, Karina, tell the people who you are and what you're about.
Hi, my name is Karina, aka Caramel Care. I am over Blackheart, which is a clothing company, and I will be promoting other people's businesses. I want to promote Black people and the positive things that they have to show, like our art, like tonight, poetry and stuff like that. I want to be able to say, okay, we are different and we have something to show for ourselves, because all we're shown on the news outlets is negative. So I want to change our perspective and have everybody know that we're loved, and you know what I mean? Like, we are somebody. So that's what my brand is about. And so one of my shirts is called Unite in Shades. And I'll show you guys next week.
All right, and then I pinned her at Blackheart, uh, 444KH. She is one of the sponsors for tonight. And then Seasons Apparel, he's still at work, but that's all right. With everything for a time and place. So those of you that are here, those of you who finally got to be present to win, because you got to be in the chat. And what's going to happen is he's going to put your name on a wheel, and we're going to spin the wheel, and then whoever wins, we're going to give away a T-shirt. We're going to give a Blackheart T-shirt. So follow her to see what kinds that she has. Support her business so she can support others. And then Panic Apparel, they'll make their presentation. He's going to give away something. And then for those of you that know Pop's Gems pin, I'm giving away a pin next week. We're going to bring this back one more again. We had such a great time. For those of you that are left in the chat, let me get some hundreds, some hearts, some fire for these 4 poetic prognosticators that came and blessed the mics. And I'm going to have to get Pyro, you owe me for a mic. CJ, you owe me for a mic. Y'all burnt my mics up. But definitely get them to come back. Thank you so much. And then as a way, just to leave you something, I'm not a poet by any means, but I wrote this. I call it the flow, and I'm gonna spit this, and then we're gonna get out of here. I guess I need these. All right, y'all, don't laugh. Pops Gems Pops is popping it. Fire content, I'm dropping it. Haters hate, but no stopping it. Monday night, make sure you're watching it. YouTube like, subscribe, and follow it. Bringing people together like church congregating it. Contest the real, there's no faking it. Biters copycat, they taking it. Don't care now, not even a little bit. Save time, just like and share my shit. Pop's topics hot like the hot pot, grilling subjects at will with a natural skill, whether you like it or not. Coming at you, no hot pot barbecue, all type of topics. You know how we do. Guest after guest, nothing but the best. My objective to be very selective, giving you the best of Pop's perspective. Forget not to mention thought-provoking question that keeps your attention. You knew the answer, just confirmation. Thank you so much for your participation. See you in the chat typing words. Your thoughts and opinions are always observed. I'll give you the words that you need to survive. Monday nights at 8. Catch me on the live. That's going to call it a quit for tonight. We had much more in store. Want you to tune back in on next week, 8 o'clock. We're going to do it one more again. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Remember that we are going to be here next Monday night, every Monday night at 8. The 5th Monday in 2025, which is March 31st, is our first Pops Poetic platform. For those of you, you got 3 months to get it ready. If you make it famous before then, come back. And yep, our Seasons is in the building. He's going to be here next week so we can talk about his apparel. Shout out to the B&B crew. They're in the building. Thank you so much for tapping in. They'll be here tomorrow night on Tuesday, 8:30. Follow them, the B&B crew. They're talking about a woman's ego. So that will definitely be a conversation you don't want to miss. Exotic Pops, we talked about them. And I guess that's about it. So remember, from Pops and Pops' perspective, love on somebody. Make sure that you let your people that are your people know that you care about them, because everything has an expiration date. and none of us know when our number is going to be called. And so, don't dead people can't smell flowers. You can write a poem about that one. Dead people don't smell flowers. So you got to encourage and congregate and congratulate people as they go. I'm just glad to be a medium, a space for people to come and interject and share the gifts that God has given them. One more time for all of the poets that spoke on tonight, thank you from the bottom of my heart. You made the show what it is. I'm just, the coordinator. Caesars will be here next week. He got some stuff for y'all. We got Karina. She's going to be back next week. And then, of course, we got Pop's Gems. For those of you who want to get a pin. To all my gemologists, like I said, don't just follow. Don't just follow so that you can know. And again, love y'all. My four poets, thank you, thank you, thank you. In January, we're dealing with the mental. We have a mental health coach coming the third Monday. Second Monday, we're doing credit repair for you to get your money right. And then the first Monday, we're going to talk about how to keep get your body right. And so make sure you tune in. All right. Until next week, thank you, thank you, thank you. This your boy Pops. We're going to leave. We'll see ya.